Well, I think that for us, I think there's complete comfortability in doing that. I mean, if I saw something that was off, we haven't had to have, a conversation like this with each other. But I mean, if something was off, I would want Brad to say something to me. And I would hope that he would of me, but I would volunteer it. And to me, I just think that if you're going to foster a relationship and where you really want to, have that relationship get to a point where it's really deep, very authentic, you build trust, so it is a valuable, meaningful relationship. I think that it needs to have that level of honesty. Now, I think that the way that you present things matters. If you're presenting something so that you look better, like my building's taller than your building, that's not the right motive. But if it's out of love, hey, I love you. This is even hard for me to say to you, but I feel compelled to say it. This is what's on my mind. I just wanted to share it with you. I share it out of total love and support. What's going on? Can I help you? I think that's legit. And I think that can only build an even better, stronger relationship.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, I think one of the formats, it's evolved over time as we've done these calls, but I know when we first started, we would start with like a positive. Hey, what was a win as far as, family or, relationship with your wife? And we'd both started off on a positive note, and then we'd kind of flip, hey, is there anything you need help with? Is there anything you're working on? And I think sometimes that can help bring out some of those things, just more like open dialogue. That's the reason you're doing this, is to get better. Nobody wants advice they didn't ask for. Right. So on anything like that, like definitely sharing it with love, like what Justin said, but like asking permission, like, hey, as we start this coaching relationship, are we both on the same page where like, do you want open, honest, transparent feedback, good and bad, both? Is that cool? Is that why we're doing this? And just getting kind of an upfront verbal contract as you go into it to make sure everybody knows what they're signing up for. I don't know how different you guys are than me. I've got like 4 to 5 friends, like at that level, that are just deep. You can, wherever the conversation goes, and like, you can be on completely 2 different sides of the fence, like as far as your belief around a subject, but you can openly talk about it and not get pissed off. Like, to me, that's a good friend, that you don't necessarily have to believe the same, but they're open to the other side of the coin. And to me, that's what's missing in a lot of the world today. When you look at all these Facebook debates and political issues and all the things going out there, is people just don't have enough deep relationships where they can have good open dialogue.
Every guy in the group had one person that they could have a deep rooted, long lasting relationship where they can talk about anything. I mean, that is a blessing. And if you have more than that, if you have the bandwidth to be able to do it with 5 people like Brad can, I mean, that's just blessing after blessing. I mean, that is just a truly blessed life. So for anyone that, has even more relationships and deep, relationships in that's great. That's not the norm. But if you don't have one of those relationships, I think that would be a good starting point to find someone that you could have that relationship with, because it means everything.